So let's come into a comfortable seated position. You can sit in the chair, near the front of the chair, and just let your hands rest on the legs. And I'll ring the bells for you a couple of times. You can close the eyes. And just allow the sound of the bells to come to you and notice any sensations that might happen as you listen. Noticing your natural breath. Beginning to deepen your natural breath rhythm. And we'll come into spinal breathing. So as you inhale, imagine that your breath is rising from the tailbone up the spine through the crown of the head. And each time you exhale, imagine that your breath is washing back down the spine to the tailbone. You get to decide how deeply you breathe today. And you get to decide the quality of your breath. If you'd like to generate a little bit more heat, then you can contract the throat slightly so that your breath sounds like the ocean. This is called ujjayi, and it creates more warmth in the body. Try to make your breath a few seconds long for the inhale and the exhale. Maybe even 5 seconds for the inhale, 5 seconds for the exhale. On your next exhale, let your arms dangle with the palms facing forward. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms up halfway like wings. Exhale, let them down. Inhale, rising up halfway. Exhale down. Moving at your own pace. Inhale all the way up this time. Exhale, arms come all the way down. Beautiful, one more. Inhale, hug your right knee in towards the chest. And you can hold it like this, or if it's more comfortable, you can hold under the thigh. But keep lengthening up through your heart and your spine. And as you breathe and you hold this position, you can roll the ankle, opening and strengthening the whole lower leg. Good, relax the lower leg, and with the help of the hands, move this whole leg in circles. Keep your breath. Sometimes we forget and we stop breathing. Stay conscious with your breath. Circle the other way. We're getting into that hip socket. Good. Draw it in. Draw that knee up towards your chest. Flex your foot. Reach it out. Maybe the hands reach out too. Deep inhale here. Exhale, point the toes, hug your knee in. Inhale, flex the foot, reach down. Exhale, point the toes, hug it in. Inhale, flex, and try to reach your foot a little bit to the left across your other leg. Good, hug it in. Inhale, reach it out, and reach it away from you a little bit to the right. Ooh, exhale, hug it in. Good, try to give the knee a kiss. Maybe you just honor the knee. Maybe you actually make some contact. Let it down. Take your hands and sweep them down the leg all the way towards the foot. Good, one more sweep. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, out and down. Inhale, just halfway up. Exhale down. All the way. And down. Hug your left knee in, either holding the knee or underneath the thigh. Keep your breath as you circle the ankle, opening and strengthening the lower leg. So it's really fun sometimes to count with your breath and see, like, can I elongate my breath to 5 seconds? Can I elongate it to 6 just this time? Or 7 for one breath, circle the other way. It can be a fun little game just to play with. And when we lengthen our breath like this, it is super calming for the nervous system, for the mind, and that resonates in the body. Good. Let the lower leg relax and circle the hip. Toots is joining us for class today. My black kitty. And circle the other way. Good. Draw it up towards your body. Flex your foot. Inhale, reach it out, extending it. Maybe the arms reach too. You can always hold underneath, or maybe you extend. Now point the toes, exhale, draw it in. Good, flex, inhale, reach it out. Point, exhale, draw it in. Inhale. Reach it across the body a little bit. Good, exhale. Inhale. Reach it away from you a little bit. Exhale. Try to give the knee a kiss, just bow to it or actually make contact. Let it down, hands glide from the hip all the way down the leg. Good. Open the feet wide. Let your elbows stick out to the sides and begin to lean your heart forward towards me. You can even wiggle a little bit side to side. Send your breath down into the inner thighs, the groin, the hips. Good, and let's start to dip with it. So coming to one side and then dipping down through center and up to the other side. And you can look to the side as you get there. Let's exhale through center, inhale to the side. Good, really start to shine your heart to the side as you get there. A twist is happening here. Beautiful, good. Good. The next time that you come over to the left, stay there, really gazing to the left and over the left shoulder. You can use the help of the hands on the legs to help you lengthen your spine and twist a little bit more. Wiggle your right fingers. Start to bring your right fingers over to the left. And reach this right arm up and over the head. Your heart is rotating up towards the sky. You can even gaze up towards the sky. And rotate the heart back down. Let your right hand swing down and over to your right knee, and you're gazing over the right shoulder. Press into the hands to lengthen and twist. Wiggle your left fingers and start to reach them over to the right. So you're twisting a little bit more. Good. When you're ready, start to reach this left arm up, 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 over the head, and your heart rotates up. Maybe you even gaze up towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin. And let the heart rotate back down towards the earth. Sweep it down. And both hands end up on the knees, lengthening forward. And folding. Let the head hang. Hands can stay on the knees, pressing them away from each other, or hands can come to the earth. Let it go. If it's comfortable, you can really let your head hang here. Let's take a couple of exhales through the mouth, sighing it out. So inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale, bring your hands to the knees. Inhale, come the rest of the way out. Inch your feet together. You can inch your sitting bones a little bit closer to the front of your chair. We're working our way up, so let's come up to the belly now and massage all these vital organs by rotating the body in a Sufi grind. So I like to go counterclockwise first. Yeah, good. Now, as you do this, keep your spine long and keep the chin slightly tucked because it'll access your belly more. Good, and let your breath just coordinate with this however feels comfortable. Pick one spot to rest the eyes. Gentle drishti. Smoothly reverse the direction. Now you're going clockwise. Beautiful, creating fresh health and life force in these internal organs. Inhale to center. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, extend your spine forward, shoulders glide back, your heart is blowing forward. Exhale, flex it back. And go back and forth, cat-cow. You might notice that your sitting bones get a massage here as well. This is really great for digestion and for energy in the spine. Beautiful, slow it down. The next time that you come forward, begin to lower your belly towards your thighs. And if it's possible, you can interlace the hands behind you or hold on to a strap. And then gently lower your belly and your heart and your head as your arms reach away from you. And can you let the head completely hang? Last breath, come into it a tiny bit more deeply. And ride your inhale back up. Exhale, release, seated mountain. Let your breath go, let all the effort go for a moment. And just notice. You can place your hands on the thighs. Let's lean forward and come to standing. We'll work on the shoulders a little bit, but you can bring the chair in front of you so that the seat is facing you. And then just step away from your chair for a moment. And let your feet be about hip width apart, so underneath each sitting bone. Good. Take your left arm forward and then bring it across your chest and hold on to it with your right forearm. Good. So you're getting in to this whole area. Good. And sometimes we'll collapse in the chest here and we won't get as much. So keep the chest lifted. Good. You're standing up nice and tall. Good. On an exhale, release and take the other side. Again, this can be a fun moment to see how long you can make your breath, how slow. On an exhale, release. Little bend in the knees, sweep the arms about halfway up, bend the elbows, bring the hands to the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind, and circle the elbows, making big motions in the shoulder girdle. Good, and if your hands don't touch the shoulders, that's okay. This is great too. It doesn't really matter. Good, go the other way. Nice. Inhale, reach it out. One arm comes up and you lean it over. The other arm will touch the thigh. And switch sides. Doesn't matter which way you go. Side to side, really opening these gates of the body at the side waist, the underside of the shoulder and armpit. Nice. Inhale, both arms up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them down to the heart. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms out and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. On an exhale, gently fold, arms reach behind you. Maybe they stay like wings, maybe they interlace and fold it. Head hangs, knees are ever so slightly bent. Nod the head, yes. Really opening the neck. And shake the head, no. Let your head come to center. Inhale as you start to release the arms. Sit down as you reach up. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Good. Inhale, shoot to standing, palms touch over the head. Exhale them down to the heart. Good. Facing your chair if you aren't already. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding. Bring the hands down to the seat of the chair and let your head fold towards the chair. Your forehead can even rest on the seat, kind of like a child's pose. You might even imagine your third eye center between the two eyebrows gently opening. On an inhale, gently press into the hands and gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet back. Sinking your hips back in downward dog. Heart and head melt. Spread your toes. And we'll go back and forth between plank on the inhale. You can glide your heart over your hands. And exhale into downward dog. Just playing with it. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And the next time that you come into downward dog, bend the knees. And draw your left heel to your right foot. Leaning onto that left foot that's now at a 45-degree angle, step your right foot up. Bending into that front knee. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips. Good, pressing into both feet. Use your inhale to rise up, reaching the arms up, tucking the tailbone. You're in warrior one. You can draw your front of your rib cage back towards your spine a little bit. Good, wiggle your right fingers. Bring your right fingers forward in front of you. Now bring your left hand back. Your heart opens to the side. Your hands are over each foot, but you're gazing forward over your front fingertips. Warrior Virabhadrasana 2. Let's come into extended side angle today. So you're going to tilt forward and bring the palm of your front hand down to the chair, right in front of your knee. And then reach this left arm up and over the head. Good, so look at my arm. It's reaching up towards the sky and then even over towards my head. Good, but my heart is still facing sideways. Beautiful, that's better, good. If you'd like to, you can try to straighten the front knee. And maybe bend into it again. Press into both feet. Inhale, rise it up, warrior one. Exhale, both hands come down to the chair. Come onto the ball of your back foot and step back, downward dog. Let's walk it out this time, bending one knee and then the other, like you're walking in place. Stay here in down dog or inhale into high plank. Press back through your heels. Maybe coming into cobra, let your hips sink towards the chair and lift your heart. Shoulders glide down the back. Can you press into the hands a little bit more? On an exhale, meet back in downward dog. Good job. Bend the knees. Draw your right heel towards your left foot. Leaning onto that right foot, step your left foot up to the chair. Bending into that front knee, come up onto your fingertips. Good, press into both feet, tuck the tailbone as you reach up, warrior one. Draw the front of that rib cage back towards your spine. Wiggle your left fingers. Bring that left hand forward over your front foot. Your back arm reaches back over your back foot. Virabhadrasana 2. Your heart is facing sideways, but you're gazing over your front fingertips. When you're ready, begin to tilt forward a little bit, bringing your front hand to the chair in front of your knee. Your back arm reaches up, up, up towards the sky and even over your head. Good. If you'd like to, you can try straightening the front knee for a breath or two. And when you're ready, bend back in. Use your inhale to rise back up into warrior one. Heart is facing forward. Exhale, both hands come down to the chair. Step back, downward dog. In downward dog, really plant your feet into the ground and see if you can reach those sitting bones back a little bit farther. Stay here or inhale into high plank. Reaching back through the heels of the feet, pressing down through the hands. And maybe trying cobra or up dog one more time. You can even try gazing up. And when you're ready, downward dog. Let it go. Inhale to gaze forward and walk it up. Exhale, bowing your forehead to the chair. Anything that you would like to honor today in yourself or in life, feel free to honor that now. Gently bending the knees, inhaling into Utkatasana. On your next inhale, shoot to standing, palms touch. Exhale them down to the heart. Let's come back to seated. And let's just get the upper neck and the crown of the head. So I'd like you to imagine that you have a beam of light coming up out of the crown of your head. And this beam of light is shining up into the sky. And imagine that you are tracing little circles with this beam of light in the sky. And so as you circle the crown of the head, start small. And as you go, every few times, maybe your circle gets a little bit bigger. And you'll feel this all the way through the neck. But we're trying to avoid any major cracking, and instead we're lengthening and lubricating the ball joint of the neck and helping to strengthen this area. And bring your circles back to small. And then reverse the direction. Keep lengthening your neck as the circles get bigger. And bring your circles back to small. And bring your head into stillness. Spine is long. And we come back to where we first began with spinal breathing. As you inhale, imagine that your breath rises from the tailbone up the spine through the light in the crown. And as you exhale, it washes back through the crown, down the spine to the tailbone. Then let this breath go. Let your breath be natural. And for 1 minute, just sit in silence, diving inward and noticing how you feel, listening to the body. And when you're ready, you can come into your final resting pose. You might like to rest seated in the chair. You might like to lie down on your back. You might like to elevate your legs. Make sure that you're going to be warm, as your body temperature will drop while resting. And I'll sing you a blessing as you come into your resting pose. And then we'll rest in silence. This is your opportunity to allow everything that we've done to integrate. So the more that you can let go and surrender here, the more that the benefits of this practice can really sink in. And Judy, feel free to just set an intention for that. Even though you have to leave early, you can just set an intention for everything to integrate throughout your day. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugati Pushtivarinam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityo Mukshiyamamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugati Pushtivarinam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityo Mukshiyamamritat Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugati Pushtivarinam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityo Mukshiyamamritat Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling fingers and toes. If you are laying on the back, you can roll onto one side and make your way back to seated. Bringing the palms of the hands together at the heart. To seal this practice, I'll ring the bells 3 more times. Namaste means the light within me bows to the light within you, remembering that we all share light. We honor ourselves and each other as one. Namaste.